Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is Martin here, coming you loud and clear. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type 1 so I know that my sound is coming you right and clear. And how was the weekend that you had right now? Remember, on the Facebook, I actually posted a picture of me actually working on my Pentagon chart, and there was a holiday, but actually it's in Ipoh Mari. That's right, Ipoh is pretty good place to go over the weekend, and definitely coming back was a little bit jammed, but it's still manageable. But overall in Ipoh, there wasn't that many people. There was definitely a lot more people balik kampung. Having said that, and we really appreciate if you could share this video in your timeline, and perhaps maybe this weekend you can go down to Ipoh for a good visit, or maybe doing the Christmas in there. So where we are today, let's look at some of the news that we have for you today, and definitely not to forget is our regular news that we have for you in here. All right, so this is where we are this morning in here, and let me show you the headline as well as our agenda. Now, in our agenda for today is Monday. That's right, today is Monday, and thanks for you for coming. And in Monday is the beginner's day. That's right, so in beginner's day we have our trading plan, our Pentagon guide, and that's the one we are. And also we will be looking at our past Pentagon list that we've chosen and see how well they fare. So if you've been following me and notice some of this talk that we have, I think it's quite beneficial too. And also this Wednesday, I have something for you, a good talk on my Wednesday night. So I hope you can join me. But hopefully, if the sound is coming okay, and then that's great. Let's start on with our headline for this morning. And in our KLCI headline, Bursa headline, that's right. What we have for you is, yes, the market is going to crank up above 1700 level. That's right. The KLCI is going to crank up 1700 level. And what are you going to do about it? Okay. Now, if you look at the chart, what we've seen so far, and if you've seen, let me just switch down to a bigger chart here. You can see, right? If you have followed the Pentagon Guide, that's right, the Pentagon Guide first informed you on the 8th of November. Just you can see here on the 8th of November, that was the time where it first turned and there was no looking back. And right now, the KLCI, everyone is talking about cranking above 1700. But you saw it first at the breakfast show way back in 8th of November. And we do this show 3 times a week. So what are they saying now? And you have this chap here, Dato' Nazri Khan, which is phenomenal. People talk about him, and he has all these lists of seminars in here. And guess what? He is in the news today and talking about how well the market is going higher and higher. But we all know that early on, isn't it? By looking at what has happened. Also remember, 8th of November also coincide with the Joe Biden winning the elections, and we've seen that is almost 1 month coming now. Right now, at this junction, even Donald Trump is not conceding. So we will look at the US going on forward in here. So let's move on to the next news that I have for you. Is no other than the Ringgit. That's right. Now everyone is talking about the Ringgit, how it will strengthen, and so far due to the crude oil and so forth. But if you look very closely, the history, how our Ringgit will appreciate. Basically, we are pegged to the Chinese yuan. That's right. If you're pegged to Chinese yuan, it's not so much of our ringgit is, the dollar. It's the Chinese yuan. It is coming back. It is strengthening in there. And when Chinese do well, the regional will do well against the US dollar. It's just that US dollar is not strengthening. It's just weakening. Ringgit, it's just the other way. So take note of it. Now, that's also good. But some of you may say, no, this may be a good time to look at the US market. Why? Because with the 4 ringgit that you're grinding to the greenback, then you get more for the US market. But then again, on the longer run, what do you think? Will oil prices going to be higher? If this article say what it say, because we are pegged to the crude oil, the reopening of the economy definitely will have a good push of the crude oil. But going forward, what about EV, electric vehicle? How about renewable energy? There is another article which I'm going to share with you just after this. All right. So thank you. And this is what we talk about. The price of free energy, the EM. Now, some of you may have heard me talk about the solar panel and renewable energy. Go over to the YouTube and check out that video. Some of the stocks we've talked about, SL West, Samadia, those has already moved higher. Of course, if you have used Pentagon Guider for SL West, which we'll talk about in here, and you will see you have made a lot of return. But again, all the growth, we talk about solar PV, and you all may know in Malaysia we do have a lot of sunshine in here. We get 10 hours, almost 10 hours, according to a report says that we have solar panel. And right now we are seeing a lot more industry are moving up. Maybe Top Glove, I haven't seen Top Glove install a solar panel for free electricity generation under them, and maybe if they do, you'll see some of the, I think AT System has done it with one of the solar panel installer in here, and then they're looking. So solar panel looking good. Again, some of you may ask, is it time to buy solar panel? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be buying when you see the Pentagon. Right? How many times have I said before? Buy at the Pentagon or buy of the advanced pullback. And we have talked about over and over again how it is important for you to become an educated or in a skill investor or a skill trader, being educated. If you've been following me, you will know I always emphasize on good education in here. Get it from somewhere else, get it everywhere, but a formal training is very important to make sure to put it everywhere. If you have a 2021 going forward, very positive, what are you going to do about it? What skills have you have? Are you going to make the same mistake like everybody else? Better not. Let's move on to the next story we have for you here. Now, the next story talk about NWP. To me, I find this is very bit delightful. A timber industry is diversifying into automotive, property. It's like, jack of all trades, and they have industrial tronics in here. I think that's good for a long run. And the stock has gone up a fair bit. Let's look at where the stock is. And usually this kind of news, to me, it's more of a rotational play or speculative play. And if you look at the stock chart, let me just show you, bring it up and bring you a bigger chart here, right? You can see way from this chart was around 16 cents, it's gone up to 24 cents on climatic volume. Now remember, students, remember members, remember the public, when you see climatic volume at the top, what does it mean? It means distribution. And like it or not, today the market is up. Market like this kind of news where, diversifying. If you think very closely, ladies and gentlemen, you will know a company who traditionally been doing timber just to switch over to automotive. Can you imagine StarBiz doing timber? That's going to be funny, isn't it? Right? So to me, this kind of thing is just good for trading purposes. And on good news, what do? You want to be selling, and that's right. So this is time to take profit in there. If you have bought way early on, maybe at the Green Pentagon around the 14th of October, if you held on, and remember, it stays above the ATR stop loss. That's the red line that you see on the left hand side. It didn't breach through, it didn't trigger, so you would have held on in there. Again, if you are untrained, that you don't know how to read the chart, anything that you buy wanted to go up, and that's the kind of problem we see most people in there. They buy, they want it to move up. And remember, when you buy on good news, right? Now give it a few more days on NWP. What do you think? Do you think this stock is going to go down or not? Now, for those of you who wanted me to view stocks that you have, type it in there, all right? I'm just going to review your stock too. The first two usually I will review first, all right? I know that many of you who are listening in here, you can also go to our evening session show, which is hosted by Zac Lim at 9:30 and every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday for that matter in here. All right, so let's move on to our next news that we have for you right now. So our next news that we have for you is the US section. In the US is getting very bullish, as I said before. Airbnb got listed, I think, last week and went up by 80%. Tesla is moving higher, and people are saying, hey, is it the best time to buy Tesla or not with the EV ongoing in here? Now, bear in mind, Tesla PE is about 1,200% return. So at that kind of rate, is it investing? Definitely not. You want to be trading on that one in here. Again, use hourly chart, use intraday chart. Those things we usually cover in our US segment last week. And I still had my Tesla, bought it around 450. And those of you who have the plug-in for our Pentagon, check it out. Tesla, I think way back at 450, you would have got in now. I think it's about what, Tesla 600. All right. But don't forget, our SMARTRobie for the US market will be released in first quarter 2021, just take note of it. When Robie is out, we might have another session for the US market. What do you think? Do you like that now? If you like that, give me a thumbs up. We might do a session on the US market, and that way you will benefit from two countries. In case Malaysia do well, we stay in Malaysia. If Malaysia face some challenges, then we will move our money. Right now, we did talk about the 4.0 stronger ringgit against the greenback. So that's make it much cheaper to convert our ringgit to the US dollar. And who knows, in the longer time frame, when US dollar strengthen again, and I think they would, with Joe Biden coming in, been sworn in January 20th, then we will have the market moving higher. And this is all the plans that I actually have for my students and those of who came to our masterclass. And I should think you should adopt some of this strategy going forward too. Again, I'll always stress being trained, being skillful, and having an educational agenda in part of believing in yourself that the market is here to help you if you have the right move. Don't listen to all those people out there. Always look at the chart. Always look at the macroeconomics factor. I know it's easier to listen to one Sifu tell you to buy, and check out what happened to those people who listen to the Sifu on buying rubber glove. See where they are today. And last weekend, I have one of my clients sending me that I think JP Morgan put out a very distressing report on the rubber glove. And that's why this coming Wednesday, I would like to address that in facts and on charts too. Right now, chart doesn't look good. Intend to sell well, we will see climatic volume. And this is usually, is this a case of smart money washing out? Or is it not? All right, we have here Chris with the stocks you want me to look at pre-start. That's okay, no problem in here. And let's move on to what we have for you. Now, definitely in our earlier episode 1, 4, and 9 that we did, now remember, we only do our beginner class every Monday, and last Monday we did have our main course, so we didn't do it in here. And the stocks pick that we have picked 5th of November, 30th of November, and 11 BAIB were all doing very well. Of course, SL West, which is the solar photovoltaic sector, which is doing well. That's why we talk about the NEM 3.0, right? A new terms and condition which will replace the NEM 2.0. In the past, they call it feed-in tariff. Now it's just call it FEP. Basically, it just have a different kinds of pricing as solar panel is coming now. Now, some of you who are intended to put solar panel on top of your roof, just type it in there. I would like to know how initiative and how motivated are you towards the green climate changes that we've seen so far in here. But let's look at the charts that we have for you in here and see what the green Pentagon really helps in here. Okay, let me just bring it up, this chart here, right? And here we are. So we have the okay, let me just bring it up in here. Okay, so we have seen SL West. Okay, of course, SL West. From the green Pentagon, you could see, right? Green Pentagon in here. That's where it first started, all the way to up. It's almost 59%. And that's what we talk about, 59%. And next one we have is press metal. Okay, press metal, P metal. Okay, press metal in here. Another one from this angle, about 16%. That's how we get. So it's really easy to really just use the Pentagon. But the problem is, most people go in, they follow the signal, and in between, they say, hey, it's not moving. Maybe I cash out. So this is the part that trading plan is important. So that's why we're going to build a trading plan for today for our stock also. Don't forget BIMB. Let's look at BIMB on the 11th of November. It first came out in here. Let me just bring this up here. Okay, BIMB. Okay, and you can see that was when it first have the green Pentagon up here. You can see 32%. And we all know the banking stock has done pretty well, isn't it, right? The banking has sort of, market. And I believe right now I'm getting more audience than ever as the market is moving up to 1700. It's always like that. When the market is hot, you get more people. But gentlemen, this is where it is a problem, because this is where a lot of smart money is going to trap you. So bear in mind, learn to buy on dips, learn to be patient, and more importantly, as I stress before, have a plan. Have a plan. I know some of you who just simply follow some of my Wednesday talk and buy and you have benefited. Good, but very important, you must have a plan to exit, to enter. And I always say it before, those of you who listen, please use the knowledge, use the analytic tools. There are some free stuff in there, or use SmartRobie to do your time entry too. So let's look at the next one we have is item number 4 is JF Tech, which last week did pull back, but looking it's holding up nicely. So you're going to go back to JF Tech, okay? Of course, you can also use the SmartRobie, which I'm going to show you next on the screen here. All right, so this is JF Tech. You can see the day when Pentagon went up, it pulled back, and we get a line change, a nice one, 6%. Today, just a 3% pullback. But I think it's okay. It's continued to go up, right? That's right, okay. So if you want to see it, then we can put on the BIMB. Very similar. Of course, the TradingView version, it's real time and it's make it so much easier. And those of you who wanted to upgrade, you can upgrade. We have a plugin in like that, and this is where I want to show you a bigger chart. You can see right at this junction here. Okay, let me just hit this up. Okay, you can see that one. So that's the chart that you see, and the stock is going up much higher. All right, let's move on to our next chart that we have for you here. Okay, this is the BBMB. You can see, let me just blow this up again for you. You can see, okay, that's the one. You can see right at this junction in here, that was the Pentagon guider. All right, so use the Pentagon guider if you want to. All right, so let's look at the stocks that we have for you for today. That's right. Let's look at the stock that I have for you today. So these are the stocks that we review, has gone pretty well. 59, 16%, and 32%. JF Tech, it's coming soon. Okay, so the stocks that we have for you today is no other than, and if you go on to the, how do you get the Pentagon guider? Go over the Pentagon guider, hit that one, and you will see there are 10 stocks, but I've chose those that have better setup. So it's important to actually look at having a little bit of skill, as I said before, a little bit of education. Then you can pick the stocks that have a better setup. So what I did for you in here, I picked Latitude Tree and Ajinomoto. All right, let's build the first trading plan for Latitude Tree. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit here 7006. Okay, 7006. I'm going to put on the stock chart, and I'm going to switch over to a wider chart here. Okay, here it comes. Okay, it looks like my internet is a bit cranky here. Well, we just have to wait for that one. Else, I'm just going to pull up my chart here. Okay, Latitude Tree. Okay, Latitude Tree. And this is the chart. You can see market has gone up. We have the green Pentagon here, and it's moving up. So let's bring up our trading plan, shall we? Okay, let me bring it up. So on the daily chart, okay, we had a green Pentagon, okay, Latitude, okay, tree is moving up trend, okay, more like a stage 1, stage 2, okay, stage 2 markup, okay. What else can we talk about this here? Okay, what else can we write? Okay, do we have any no supply in here? You can see this no supply was one of the most powerful trade. If you had gone in, and we have a NS screener, all right, those of you who want to upgrade, definitely you want to look at NS screener, and you want to buy NS. Okay, we can make a note here. Okay, NS stand for no supply. Okay, no supply, sign or strength. Okay, let me just bring it up so you can see. All right, screener enable us to find, okay, low risk, good reward trades. Okay, of course, if you have gone in the NS screener, that will be around 250. Now it's 450. You can do the maths. That's right. So never mind. We'll just continue to do it. All right. Some of you say, wow, go so high, can go or not. So that's why it's important we have a plan like this. Okay, let's switch to a weekly chart. All right, let's switch to a weekly chart. You can see right at the green Pentagon, $2, $4, already 100%, right? And you can see, but that was, so what we have right now, we can also make a note in here, Latitude tree. Okay, tree is at very high, okay, at very high high volume. Okay, so we have to be careful. So let me just write this down. So we need to be careful. Okay, we need to be careful. So indicator, yes, we say that daily chart for Pentagon, guider, turn, when was it turn? Okay, switch it back here. We turn on the 20, what date was this? This was the 9th of December, that's right. Okay, 9, turn green on 9th of December. Okay, any old high? Have you seen any old high? Oh yes, we have old high here. You can see here, old high was around 580, and that was in 2017. Okay, then we can have old high at 590 way back in 2017. Okay, so what's the price to enter? We will enter right now. Okay, enter right now, which is 441. Okay, price to enter is 441. 441. What about the stop loss? Stop loss, we can always use the ATR stop loss. Okay, let me see if this thing is still coming back. Oh yes, the stop loss is around, suggest to enter, okay, 422, pullback. So usually what we do, we use the ATR stop loss. Okay, let's look at the exit strategy. Okay, think to exit at 480. Stop loss is at 38822. Okay, stop loss. Of course, this one we put it very far back, but we can use a stop loss. Let me teach you another one. Okay, you can use it from the chart, and you look at maybe the support at 362. So pretty much, you can see that 365, isn't it? Right from the chart here. Put a stop loss at 365. You notice this low here is also 365. That's why SmartRobie is quite smart, because we wanted to give it room for this little stocks to move up to. Okay, of course you can do the fundamental here, 382, okay, and 3665. Okay, now lots of you may think, this stock doesn't move in here. Give it time, ladies and gentlemen, give it time. You've seen the early one, BIMB, SLOS. After early November, isn't it? We got it right now is mid-December, right? After 1.5 months, the bagger jalan, isn't it? The problem is a lot of you, when you buy, you want next day go up 30%. Yeah, not going to happen one. Give it time. When you make your kari rendang, also take time, isn't it, right? But a lot of people like instant curry rendang, right? Like you get from McDonald's, right? Eat more, then you get into trouble. Okay, so that's why I think many of you really enjoy that one. Okay, so this is okay. Let's talk about the target price. Let's talk about target price. So target price, we have $5.12. Here right now is 420. Okay, we can put a 480. It is, we can put maybe 510. Okay. Holding period, what did the holding period say? If you go up there, it's between 2 weeks to 2 months. Right now, if the market is hot, okay, we want the profit to run. So we maybe hold it for 2 months, okay? And the expiration date, so when we say expire, bila kita expire, which means after 2 months, if it doesn't move, we shift our money. Now, that's a concept I wanted to teach you people too. Because a lot of people, they buy and they hold. They only hold when they don't want to cut loss. When the market runs, they quickly take profit. Alright, so by using the SmartRobie trading plan in here, we will get you covered. Alright, so right now is 14th of December, so which means we want to be out on 14th of February. That's right. So because January then February, so it's at least 2 bulan, kawan. So that's alright. So to me, that is a simple trading plan, and I save this in here for you to actually look at it. You can take a picture of this one or not, but usually every Monday, I will construct one trading plan for you so you can follow and at least use this as part of your educational to learn it so much better. All right, so that's what I want to share with you in here. And let's move on to our next. Ajinomoto also same lah, but let me just show you the chart first. Okay, Ajinomoto, Ajinomoto, you all know, right? I'm sure you all know lah, Ajinomoto. Ajinomoto is the one, you can see very nice line change in here. Okay, nice. We are coming from a very low base compared to Latitude 3. It's from a higher base, but I do think with the Christmas and with the sale coming on, we might have a bit of movement going on. So Ajinomoto is coming from low base from $15 in here. right? At the below $10, you think of it, really, when Ajinomoto was $10 in here, some people say, hey, should have Sailang, right? Don't, please, as I said before, never ever Sailang. Ask those people who Sailang on rubber glove. See what happened? I know there are some people make a lot of money on rubber glove, but there are some who lost money too. Now, my goal in here is to address a very fair community in here, which is the investor and trader, that hopefully everybody make money. That's always been my objective. Everybody make money. I know some of you make more. That's good. Share your lesson learned from those point they make money, and those who lose money, don't give up yet. All right, make sure you get the skill and get the education that's needed in there. There are many seafoods out there who's willing to teach you through many channels in here. Use those channels to your advantage. All right, let's move on to our next list here. Now also, let's look at some of the stocks. One chap here we have is Pre-Star. That's right, so we only have one for this morning. Let's look at Pre-Star. Pre-Star, I suppose, is Pre-Star Resources, right? Now, Pre-Star Resources, again, from Green Pentagon, did pretty well, okay? So right now, the market moves sideways, and again, I will just use Pre-Star. Okay, what do you want to do about that? Okay, so let's look at Pre-Star. Hit the, I assume Chris has already the trading plan for this one here. So exit at 82 cents or 77 if it's 77 cents. Just short it. Yeah, 77, you see, hit it. All right, it hit 77 cents previously. If you have it. If not, you can take initiate 77 cents. What else did the SmartRobie tell? 82 cents, which is, look at this, 82 cents, somewhere around here. That's the next high that we have. Or you want to exit only when Green Pentagon turn red, where you see the red Pentagon there. All right, at least you'll be fine, even the last one that you have. Now, I think Pre-Star is, let's check out what do Pre-Star do, because I have no idea. I'll just hit the news and try to find out what do Pre-Star do. Pre-Star is also buy the rest of manufacturing, furniture. That's all the furniture all flying, right? Just like we have Latitude Tree, Lihan, Home Ritz, all them Suma Tabang. This was May. Very sorry. This was May 2015. The news was much older news. Let's look at the website in here. Let's look at stock fundamental, Pre-Star. Okay, Pre-Star hit that one. Okay. My internet here a bit. Here it comes. Wow, very small this one. Oh, steel. No wonder it's not furniture, steel. So you can see steel moving, just like press metal, M steel, M steel, Onju, all the steel moving. So if you have got in, I think most of you will have got in a bit late, isn't it? Pre-Star, right? So now Sangkot, isn't it? So what do you want to do about it? So advise you, right? Always have a plan. What you want to do, or if you're going to follow Pentagon, follow the SmartRobie. Most of you go in based on stock price start to move up, then only you follow, right? But that's always, I see that many times. But again, most important is SmartRobie is there to assist you if you will ever want to use it in there. So that's only one stocks I have for today for Pre-Star. Since you wanted me to look at, I'm just going to close the session. Okay, for the I hope my sound is still coming in here, although my picture has freeze because I have some internet issues in here. Hopefully my sound is still okay. And so you want to be able to see this chart, right? This chart in here where the market is moving sideways on low volume, and then next you have the line chain. And that is the preset for the Pentagon guide. Now, of course, in here is a QR code. I've said before, I always flash this. You're able to listen to me too. So this coming Wednesday night, the talk for that evening, that's right, on the 16th of December, KLSE rubber glove sector update. What happened to the rubber glove sector? Should I buy, hold, or sell right now? So make sure you join me on 9:30 evening on that day. And last but not least, do go over and give us a review. If you've been very happy with SmartRobie in there, we really appreciate for all the review that we have. And we will go on to improve our feedback to you so you get the maximum benefit from SmartRobie in here. And last but not least, do join our Telegram group and do share this with your friend for great stock market information, absolutely free. So we'll continue to help you to put money in your pocket through SmartRobie. So with that, I will end the session in here today because some of you just want to hear my comment about the market in here. If not, I'll see you on Wednesday. And that's all. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.